it's Annie and welcome back to my channel. In today's before and after, I'm going to show you a better alternative than this. So today we're going to focus on the eyes. So really quickly, before we get right into the video, I overdid it. Too much, way too much color. I didn't blend it well, and then I put a highlighter right there where where my hooded eyes are. So I'm going to show you a better alternative using the same colors except for this highlighter color. We're not going to be using that, but we are going to be using the same colors, but you're going to see a different application and some tips along the way that I think will be really, really helpful to you. So let's get right into the video. What I wanted to focus on this week's before and after is I wanted to focus on my eyeshadow. So I'm using the exact colors in the same palette, which is the Anastasia Norvina palette, but I applied it totally different, as you can see. So in the first video, you can see that it looks really, really heavy. It just looks sloppy. It's not blended well. It's just too much. This is a more softer and more flattering look, in my opinion. So what I did, and I'm going to go through step by step so you can see, the first thing that I did is I went in with my Incense color. That's the name of it, Incense. It's a brown color. I use that as my transition color. So I applied that first. I always relax my eyes because I have slightly hooded eyes, and I applied it up here because basically what I'm doing when I'm applying my eyeshadow is I'm contouring it. So I put my medium shadow there, I put a darker shadow there, and I kind of wing it out. You'll see it in the video, and then I apply my lighter shadow right there. So after I blend it, and you really want to take the time to blend it, I'm going to cut out some of the blending because I take a lot of time to blend my makeup. With all of my makeup, whether it's my foundation, whether it's my concealer, my blush, my eyeshadow, you always want to take the time to blend. If you're like me, girl, and you are blind, you're going to want to get a magnified mirror. I've said that before. I could recommend some. I will leave it in the links below. This one that you see me holding a lot of times, I bought this at Ulta. I don't think they have this anymore. If I can find one similar, but it's jury. So no judgment, okay? But one side is a 10 times magnified and the other is just regular. And I have fingerprints all the time. I probably should clean it more often than I do, but I don't. But it's good to have a mirror far away, which I have. I have a mirror here far away. This is one of them. I have a mirror I have another one in my bathroom too. But I have a mirror far away, and then I have them close up. And it's good to do that because you'll get two different perspectives. So that's the first color I used. The second color that I used on the outside corner is the color Drama, which is this purple color right there. So for that, I went in and I used my BK Beauty brush number 205, and it has that nice little angle there, and it just makes it easy to create that look where it's sort of like, I don't want to call it a cat eye, but I feel like by applying your shadow like this, it kind of lifts it up. So you're kind of applying it in an angle and the brush kind of does the work for you. So I apply that purple color on the outside. You don't go all the way in. You just do a little bit on the outside. And again, you want to blend, blend, blend. Really the key in this video is blending. After I applied that shadow to both eyes, blended it in really well, then I went in and I used the color Love, which is this really pretty pink color right here. So I used that on my lid. After I applied it, I went back with my first brush, which is my BK Beauty brush number 202. I go back in there and I blended it really well. Not all over, I kept it in that area, but just want to blend it so you don't have any lines or anything where you applied it. You just want it to look seamless. Then I went in and I used the color Wild Child. It's a really pretty pink shimmery color, and I applied that right there. I like to use a shimmer color on me just in this area. Sometimes I use it in other areas. You'll see me in other videos. We'll talk about that. We're going to do all matte look. We'll be talking about that. But I applied the shimmer right there, and for me it just kind of brightens up my eye a little bit more, so I prefer to do that. You don't have to. You could just do a matte. You could have just left it at that color and and be done with it. But I just like that because I just like the reflection it gets with the shimmer. It just, to me, really brightens up my eyes. That's the only place I like to normally wear a shimmer. I'm going to show you a place where I never want to wear a shimmer. We'll get to that. So after I apply that, again, I blend it really, really well. You just want to stay in this area. Then I went back and I used the color Celestial, which is this really pretty purple color. So I took that same brush that I used for the outside corner and I just applied a little bit of that, just staying in that area and blending it in. And then with my smudger brush, my BK Beauty smudger brush, I went back into Drama and just applied that on my lower lash line. Now, something that I did in the last video is I shared with you how to apply that liner underneath your eyes if you wanted to use a black liner. I'm not really a fan of black liner. I just still feel like it's really, really harsh. It's hard to pull off. I don't think everybody can pull it off and make it look really nicely. So you have to be careful with it, but I shared that. Somebody commented and said a brown liner would have been better. I absolutely agree. At the time, I did not have it. Since then, I do have a brown one that I ordered before Christmas because I normally don't wear eyeliner, like a pencil eyeliner on my eyes. And when I do wear one, I like to wear black on my upper waterline because it pops my eyes. It's really the only place I like to use a liner right now. I didn't have it. You guys, if you saw my recent video, you know I don't have a lot of makeup, okay? So I do have it, so I totally agree. If you're going to use it, brown is softer, but I still prefer for me to use a shadow because I just think it is a softer look. So that's what I do, and you don't want to go too far down on it. So when you're applying it, you want to really keep it in that area. If you feel like you've gone too far, take a Q-tip. Just be careful to wipe it off really gently with a Q-tip. I don't have it in front of me, but you could take your beauty blender or something if you still have a little bit of foundation and just kind of get under there and clean it up. Just be careful so you don't disturb your concealer when you're doing that. Now, one thing that I did in that video is on the last eye is I put a shimmer up here. You don't want to apply a shimmer up there, and honestly, I think it's better not to put any shadow that high up. You can see where I put my shadow. It's right there. That's the highest point of where my shadow is. Can you see that? If I put a shimmer there, as you could see in the video before, I just made this area look more hooded than it is because the light is reflecting on that shimmer. So it's drawing more attention to it. So if you don't want to do it, what you can do is take this. Now this is from ColourPop. This is called Lunch Money. You can take this, just add a little bit. I've already done it. I'm not going to do it again. But you just add a little bit and you put it right here. Do you see where I've got that little highlight right here? Can you see that? And hopefully you can see that. I just put a highlighter right there. And I mean very little. Very, very little. And what that highlighter, if you put that there, it's not something you have to do every day. I don't do this very often. Once in a while I do it. But it's the only area by my eyes that I will put a highlighter. Sometimes I will put in the corner of my eye, very rarely, once in a while, if, you know, it's not an everyday look for me, okay? But if I do this, what it will do is it reflects the light here, so it kind of lifts my arch up a little bit more and makes my eye look a little bit more lifted. It's just a little trick of the eye, kind of a tip, but you don't want to just take this and slap it all over there if you have hooded eyes because you just emphasize that. Then I just applied my lashes. You're going to see a video on that. Then I applied a black liner in my upper waterline. I just think it looks, I think it looks more complimentary on mature skin if we go a little bit lighter. I'm just trying to teach you how to refine your makeup a little bit more just so it looks a little bit more softer. You have to admit when you see this, that's a lot more stark on me than this look. This is just a softer look. So you can wear color. It's just how you apply it, blending it, all that, because you want to look pretty. When somebody looks at me, I don't want them to see like, whoa, she's got a lot of eye makeup on. You just want to be like, wow, you have really pretty eyes. In the 80s, when I was growing up, I wanted the eye look, but I was younger, I could pull it off. Now it just looks very unflattering to me. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope that it was helpful to you as well. If you enjoyed it, and I really hope that you did, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and share it. You can click the button below where it says share, and there's different options where you can share it. I would really appreciate it if you would do that for me. And thank you to any of you guys that are doing that. I really appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed here, please make sure you click that button below, hit that subscribe button. I share new videos every single week. Also, make sure you click that notification bell. Make sure you set it to all because I don't want you to miss any of my content. You'll be notified of my new videos when you do that. You can follow me on Instagram. I will leave links below with everything that I shared in this video, even my lashes, even though I didn't share that in the video, but you will see that eyelash tutorial following this video. I'm going to go in depth and really I tried to make sure that I shared every detail that I could think of to help you guys with applying false lashes. And thank you guys so much for joining me. I will catch you all in my next video. Bye.